In 1971, a routine mission for the Trepang SSN 674 turned extraordinary when the submarine's crew encountered something. Footage of the Arctic Ocean captured by Periscope submarines hints at the unimaginable, leading some to believe it is proof of UFOs. Welcome to a brand new video. Join us as we delve deeper into this unexplained naval encounter by examining the evidence, testimonies and theories surrounding this mysterious event. The UFO encounter in the Arctic. The USS Trepang SSN 674, a rugged Sturgeon-class submarine, found itself at the center of a baffling mystery in March 1971. Commissioned just a year earlier, the Trepang was a marvel of naval engineering, stretching to an impressive length of 292 feet and displacing over 4,000 tons. Its primary mission was to conduct scientific research and gather valuable data on the movement and composition of the Arctic ice caps, as well as conduct submarine surveillance and intelligence gathering operations in the region. On that fateful day in March, the USS Trepang SSN 674 was sailing through the icy Arctic waters between Iceland and the remote Jan Mayen Island, a Norwegian territory in the Arctic Ocean. The island, known for its harsh climate and rugged terrain, is home to a small military and meteorological outpost. The submarine's presence at this remote location was part of a larger effort to monitor Soviet naval activities in the region and to gather intelligence on potential threats to US national security. While the USS Trepang SSN 674 was carrying out its mission, the crew reportedly discovered something that would forever change the course of UFO history. A series of photographs were reportedly taken through the submarine's periscopes, capturing an extraordinary sight, an unidentified flying object apparently hovering above the icy landscape. The exact circumstances surrounding the capture of the photograph remain a mystery, and some accounts suggest that the object was first spotted on the submarine's radar before being visually confirmed through the periscope. The photographs were later published in the French paranormal magazine Top Secret, and sent shockwaves through the UFO community and ignited a firestorm of controversy and speculation. As news of the USS Trepang SSN 674's remarkable encounter spread, the story quickly gained traction in UFO circles, and beyond the photographs, along with the submarine's purported location and involvement of high-ranking military officials, added an air of credibility to the story, while also raising questions about the true nature of the USS Trepang SSN 674's mission in the Arctic. Some researchers speculated that the submarine may have been involved in a top-secret government operation, perhaps related to investigating UFO activity in the region. The mysterious photographs. A closer look at the center of the Trepang SSN 674's heated UFO controversy is a series of grainy black-and-white photographs that have become the subject of intense scrutiny and debate. These images, purportedly captured through the submarine's periscope, offer a tantalizing glimpse into a world of mystery and intrigue, where the lines between reality and fantasy are blurred. One of the images is marked as an official photograph, while another reads that it will not be published. Furthermore, one image is labeled as subject to unauthorized disclosure, adding to the intrigue. Surrounding the photographs, the most striking aspect of the photographs is the wide variety of shapes and types of UFOs depicted. Some images appear to show a classic flying saucer shape with a smooth circular body and domed top. Others depict a more elongated cigar-shaped craft, reminiscent of airship sightings that have been reported since the late 19th century. The photographs appear to depict sunlight bouncing off both the surface of the object, hovering about 100 feet above the sea, and the surface of the water, making them even more intriguing. Perhaps the most intriguing photographs are those that appear to capture the UFOs in a state of flux, with their shapes and appearances shifting and changing before the viewer's eyes. When viewed consecutively, the images appear to show an unexplained object emerging from the water or moving towards it before crashing into the sea. In one image, a cigar-shaped object hovers above the surface of the water, but in the next image, the same ship appears to be hovering just above the water and appears to be belching smoke into the clouds, as if something has gone terribly wrong. Even more intriguing is the next photo in the series, apparently showing the same object, but with a red dot which some analysts speculate represents the starburst part of an explosion, or possibly the impact of artillery fire. The final image shows the craft plunging into the ocean as smoke continues to billow, and water rushes upward at the impact site. These photographs have given rise to countless theories and speculations as to the nature of the objects depicted. Some UFO enthusiasts have suggested that the Trong encountered a fleet of alien craft, each with its own unique design and purpose, pointing to the apparent ability of UFOs to shapeshift as evidence of advanced technology far beyond anything currently known to human science. Regardless of its true nature, the photographs of the USS Trepang SSN 674 have become a cornerstone of UFO lore, inspiring countless books, articles and documentaries. They have also served as a foundation, a catalyst for further investigations into the UFO phenomenon, as researchers and enthusiasts strive to unravel the truth behind these mysterious images. Theories and speculations about the extraterrestrial presence. The strong USS Trepang UFO photographs have become a lightning rod for theories and speculations about the presence of extraterrestrial life. For many UFO enthusiasts, these grainy images are the evidence they have been looking for to prove that we are not alone in the universe. Central to these theories is the belief that the photographs depict actual alien spacecraft piloted by intelligent beings from beyond our world. From this point of view, the incredible speeds and maneuverability of the objects, as well as their apparent ability to operate both in the air and underwater, are proof of their extraterrestrial origin, or even some have suggested that the Arctic region, with its vast expanses of ice and remote locations, could be the perfect hideout for an extraterrestrial base. They argue that the USS Trepang SSN 674 encounter was not a chance encounter, but rather a glimpse into a much larger presence of extraterrestrial activity in the area. One of the more intriguing theories surrounding the USS Trepang SSN 674 photographs is the idea that extraterrestrials may be interested in our planet's natural resources, particularly oil and gas reserves. The Arctic is known to contain large amounts of fossil fuels, and some UFO enthusiasts have speculated that aliens could be surveying the region in preparation for a future extraction operation. Others have taken this theory a step further, suggesting that aliens may have already established a presence on Earth and could be secretly collaborating with human governments and corporations to exploit our planet's resources. They point to alleged government cover-ups and suppression of UFO evidence as proof of this clandestine alliance. The witnesses. At the center of the UFO incident came two key witnesses whose testimonies have become the subject of much scrutiny and debate. Admiral Dean Reynolds Sackett and John Clee, who were both allegedly present on the submarine during the encounter, have become central figures in the ongoing investigation into the authenticity of the photographs. Admiral Sackett in particular has been a focus of attention for UFO researchers, as he is considered to be a high-ranking naval officer with a distinguished career, and his involvement in the incident lends credibility to the story. According to some accounts, Admiral Sackett was on the bridge of the Trang when the UFOs were first sighted, and may have even given the order to take the photographs. However, when contacted by investigators years later, Admiral Sackett was reluctant to discuss the incident in detail. In a brief telephone interview, he acknowledged that he was indeed aboard the USS Trepang SSN 674 at the time, but stated that he had no recollection of any encounter with a UFO. Some have taken this as evidence that the incident never occurred, while others have suggested that Admiral Sackett may have been bound by oaths of secrecy or simply unwilling to discuss a controversial and potentially sensitive topic. John, the other key witness named in the reports, has been even more elusive and is said to have been the one who actually took the photographs. Seeker has never come forward publicly to discuss his involvement in the incident. Attempts to locate him have been unsuccessful, and some have even suggested that he may be a fictional character invented to add credibility to the story. The reluctance of both Admiral Sackett and John Clee to provide any further information about the USS Trang incident has only fueled speculation and debate. Some see their silence as evidence of a cover-up, while others take it as proof that the entire story is nothing more than an elaborate hoax. The perspective of retired Navy Admiral. This belief in the existence of advanced non-human intelligence has led Admiral Gadet to become a leading voice in calling for greater government transparency surrounding UFOs. He has argued that the public has a right to know the reality of the phenomenon, and that the government has a responsibility to investigate and disclose any information that might have implications for national security or scientific advancement. At the same time, Admiral Gadet has been careful to temper his views with a healthy dose of caution and skepticism. He has acknowledged that while the evidence for UFOs is compelling, there is still much we do not know about their origins, intentions, and capabilities. He has called for a measured scientific approach to the study of UFOs. This phenomenon is based on rigorous analysis and empirical evidence, rather than speculation and conjecture. The mysterious photographs from the Trepang SSN 674, which are among the most terrifying and unexplainable things ever found by the Navy. No one can provide better context for these photos than those who served on that submarine. One such veteran who chose to remain anonymous came forward to offer unique information about the alleged UFO encounter, and the photographs, according to this veteran, are more likely the grainy image of a cigar-shaped object hovering over the Arctic, the result of mundane phenomena rather than evidence of extraterrestrial visitation. He suggests that the object could simply be pieces of debris or other materials floating near the submarine, alternately magnified by the Tron periscope. The peculiar combination of frigid temperatures, atmospheric humidity and lighting conditions unique to the polar regions can create strange visual effects that could lead to illusions of objects seemingly hovering or floating in the air, while acknowledging that many questions remain unanswered. The veteran stresses that encounters with strange occurrences and phenomena are not uncommon during underwater missions, particularly in challenging environments. He admits that they stumble upon mysteries that the government forces them to hide, but advocates for further research and investigation into such phenomena to gain a deeper understanding. The scientific viewpoint of Dr. Gary Nolan. In the realm of UFOs and extraterrestrial intelligence, the perspective of the scientific community is paramount. Among the most prominent voices in this regard is that of Dr. Gary Nolan, a renowned professor of pathology and immunology at Stanford University, with a distinguished career spanning more than 3 decades. Dr. Nolan has established himself as one of the world's leading experts in the field of genetics and immunology. His groundbreaking research has led to significant advances in our understanding of cancer, autoimmune disorders, and other complex diseases, and has earned him numerous accolades and awards. But in recent years, Dr. Nolan has turned his attention to a different kind of mystery, the question of whether intelligent life exists beyond our planet. In a series of interviews and public statements, he has expressed his firm belief that UFOs not only represent a real and tangible phenomenon, but may be evidence of non-existence of extraterrestrial intelligence that has been visiting Earth for centuries. Dr. Nolan's interest in the UFO phenomenon began several years ago when he was approached by a group of individuals who claimed to have had a close encounter with extraterrestrial beings. Intrigued by their stories and the physical evidence they presented, Dr. Nolan began to investigate the phenomenon more closely, applying the same rigorous scientific methods he had used throughout his career. What he discovered was a body of evidence that he claims strongly supports the existence of non-human intelligence on Earth. This evidence includes not only eyewitness accounts and photographs, but also physical samples and artifacts that he believes could not have been created by human technology. In one particularly notable case, Dr. Nolan was asked to analyze a number of metal fragments that were allegedly recovered from the site of a UFO crash using advanced imaging and chemicals. Using analysis techniques, he was able to determine that the fragments were composed of a complex alloy that had never before been seen on Earth, a discovery which he believes strongly suggests the existence of advanced extraterrestrial technology. But Dr. Nolan's views on the UFO phenomenon go beyond simply acknowledging the existence of non-human intelligence. He has also been outspoken in his criticism of the government's handling of the issue, arguing that there has been a systematic effort to suppress and discredit evidence of extraterrestrial contact. In particular, he has pointed to the existence of secret government programs such as the AA Council. It is apparent that the government has been actively involved in the study and recovery of UFO technology for decades. The USS Omaha incident and other Navy encounters. In recent years, the topic of UFOs has taken on a new level of urgency and credibility, thanks in large part to a series of high-profile encounters between US Navy ships and unidentified aerial phenomena. Perhaps the most notable of these incidents occurred in July 2019, when the USS Omaha, a Navy destroyer, reported a series of UFO encounters off the coast of California. According to official information, reports, and eyewitness accounts, the USS Omaha and several other Navy ships in the area encountered a swarm of unidentified objects over a period of several days. The objects that were described as small, spherical, and highly maneuverable were detected by the ship's radar and infrared sensors as well. As naked-eye footage of the incident, later released by the Navy, shows one of the objects hovering above the water before suddenly disappearing from view. In another clip, a Navy pilot can be heard expressing amazement at the object's speed and agility, stating that it was going into the wind and turning. The USS Omaha incident is just one of several similar encounters that have been reported by Navy personnel in recent years. In 2004, US Navy pilots on the USS Nimitz encountered a large, tic-tac-shaped object off the coast of San Diego, which was able to outrun the pilots and disappear from radar without a trace. More recently, in 2015, pilots on the USS Theodore Roosevelt reported seeing a swarm of UFOs off the East Coast and described them as being acorn-shaped and capable of incredible speeds and maneuvers. These incidents have sparked renewed interest in the UFO phenomenon within the military and intelligence communities, as well as the general public. In response to the increasing number of reports, the Navy has established new guidelines for reporting UFO encounters and has begun investigating the phenomenon more closely. One of the most significant developments in this regard has been the creation of the Unidentified Aerial Phenomena Task Force, a collaborative effort between the Navy, the Office of Naval Intelligence, and other government agencies. The task force, which was established in August 2020, is charged with investigating UFO encounters and determining whether they pose a threat to national security. While the full scope of the UAF's activities remains classified, some officials have suggested that the task force is taking the UFO issue very seriously. In a statement released in 2020, the Department of Defense confirmed that it had been investigating UFO encounters for years and was working to improve its understanding of the phenomenon. At the same time, the Navy has been careful to avoid jumping to conclusions about the nature and origin of the UFOs it has encountered. In an official statement, the Navy acknowledged that the objects it had observed were unidentified, but stressed that this did not necessarily mean they were of extraterrestrial origin. The Advanced Aviation Threat Identification Program and UFO research. In recent years, the topic of UFOs has taken on a new level of credibility and urgency, thanks in large part to the revelation of a secret Pentagon program dedicated to studying the phenomenon, the AATIP Advanced Aviation Threat Identification Program, which ran from 2007 to 2012, was a major milestone in the history of UFO research and has helped bring the topic into the mainstream. The AATIP was established in response to growing concerns within the military and intelligence communities about the potential threats posed by UFOs. Over the course of its 5-year existence, the program collected and analyzed countless reports of strange aerial phenomena from pilots, radar operators, and other credible sources. Some of these reports described objects that seemed to defy the laws of physics with incredible speed, maneuverability, and the ability to operate both in the air and underwater. One of the most significant findings of the Council was that UFOs are not just a fringe concern, but a real problem and a current threat to national security. In a startling admission, Luis Elizondo, the former head of the program, claimed that the evidence he had seen suggested that UFOs were beyond next-generation technology and could pose a serious challenge to our understanding of the world and our place in it. If the ATIP revelation has also helped spur a new form of interest in UFO research, both within the government and among the general public, in 2020, the Pentagon officially released a series of videos captured by Navy pilots showing strange, unidentified objects performing seemingly impossible maneuvers. In the sky, these videos, along with the testimony of the pilots who witnessed them, have helped give new credibility to the UFO phenomenon and sparked a renewed demand for answers as more and more people come forward with their own experiences and sightings. It's clear that the UFO mystery isn't going away anytime soon, from the icy waters of the Arctic to the skies above our cities and towns. Strange and unexplained phenomena continue to challenge our understanding of the world and our place in it. Against this backdrop, the USS Trepang SSN 674 incident takes on new challenges. While the authenticity of the photographs may still be in doubt, the fact remains that they represent a powerful and enduring symbol of the UFO mystery. As we continue to investigate and explore these strange and fascinating phenomena, we are reminded of the importance of keeping an open mind and a willingness to confront the unknown. AA's advice may have only been the beginning of a new era in UFO research, but it has already helped bring the subject into the mainstream and challenge our assumptions. We've reached the end of this video. Tell us what you think in the comments box. If you liked the video, give it a like, subscribe, and don't forget to hit the bell so you don't miss future videos like this one. See you next time.